It's Wednesday, March the 27th, coming to you from Rink 2 at the Westwood Arenas. The first game in the 4-point series West Division Final U13AA Division in the GTHL playoffs between the Duffield Devils and the Vaughan Rangers. Leung now picked with the puck. Drops it for St. John. He tries to fire it in. They briefly turn it down. Sells creates a bit of a turnover, but Vaughan looks to come the other way. They quickly put a backhand into the far corner. St. John takes a look. Puck caught in a little crease there, having a hard time. Bondi throws it back to the point. Vaughan goes D to D. A low shot there. Leung picks it up, and they're off the other way. Johnny Leung fires a shot. A big save there by the Vaughan goalkeeper. And now Vaughan goes D to D, looking to break it up the right wing side. Cohen skates over, disrupts that play, and pushes it in behind the net. Luca pushes it back, and now Cohen takes a look, sends it into Luca. Over to Tennille Rodrigo. He fires a low shot, and that just goes wide of the net. Now they look to come out. Vaughan breaking out here. Coming up the right wing side. That's Vachuza. A couple of guys surround him. And Cohen fires it back around. It just gets out and goes down the ice. The Vaughan defender turns, fires it up the wing. Tennille Rodrigo skates into that turnover. Now it comes back out. Serrani. And Shen sends it up to Serrani. Now Vaughan turns, Duffield turns, and that's Cohen. He fires it in deep. The excitement is crazy. I'm getting teams screwed up here. My apologies, folks. Now Marchese sends it up. On just over the red line, fires it in. Sells pushes his man off the puck. And now Sells on the wall. Chaza and Lippis surround him. Comes back out. A low shot just goes wide of the net. Bertulli. And now Vaughan sends it back in. They collapse on Chaza. Now Sells. And Shen skates into that. It just gets out of the zone. Lansfield grabs it. He turns, takes a look, fires it up the middle of the ice. That just misses everybody. Referees say no icing. Keep playing on. Now they look to bring it up the wall. Send it back across. Now McDonald, he turns. It's stuck in his feet. They create a bit of a turnover there, and they skate it in, and offsides they go. Quick action first period here so far. Both teams making changes. We had our first whistle. Now the Vaughan looks to chip it in. St. John sends it back. McDonald leaves it for Cohen. Now Leung tries to get it. Now Scoleri. Scoleri picks it up. Skates in, sends it across. And in the back of the net! Johnny Leung opens the scoring with 5:35 remaining. A quick action play there. And they were able to hit Leung, who is standing in the slot, and he fires it home. Vachuzis sends in, and Beta with a big blocker save there, kicks it back out. Now Scoleri just gets out of the zone there. Now Leung skates into it. Slightly overskates there. Now they try and turn it into play. Bouncing puck, it goes to the side of the net. Leung's able to skate into that. Sends it up. Scoleri chips it up. Now McDonald. He fires a low shot. That goes wide of the net. They come back around the other side. They try and break out. Tennille Rodrigo Sends the puck out. Now it comes back. Harris Peru fires a low shot. That hits a skate. Goes into the corner. And now Cohen forcing the issue. And they just push it back around to the far side. The Vaughan player comes up the wall. Surrounded there by Sells and Westover. Then they fire it out in front. It comes across the crease and into a yawning cage. The Vaughan player taps it in to make it 1-1 with 5:25 remaining here in this first period. They went one way and threw it across the other, and there was a player on the back door just waiting to tap it home. Change is made. Now Sereni sends it across to Shen. Up to Tennille Rodrigo. He fires it in deep. Marchese goes back for it. He sends it around. They throw it back to their D. It's briefly hung up on behind the net. Now Luca sends it back to Shen. He tries to push it back in. Luca sends it back. A great behind the back play there by Sells to Tennille Rodrigo. Now Sells. He turns. Tries the centering pass. They push that away, but Sells is able to skate into it. And he pushes that away from everybody and out of harm's way. Luca now spins. And Tennille Rodrigo follows that up as it hit the Vaughan player's skate and bounced over to him. Now it comes back. Sells. He turns, fires a low shot. Tennille Rodrigo sends it out front. Looking for someone. Unfortunately, they weren't able to get it in the net there. Now Shen. Shen from his own zone. It just gets out of the zone, and we have an offside with 4:21 remaining. That'll allow both teams to make a change. They line it up. Lansfield picks that up, fires at the length of the ice. It goes under the defenseman's stick, and they say no icing. Now the Vaughan D look to break out of their zone. Off the boards, it comes out to Leung. Leung sends it across to St. John. Up to Oosterhuis. He chips it off the wall. Joined there by Cohen and a handful of other players. And then Vaughan sends it across the ice. Comes back in behind the net. St. John turns, takes a look, gets it up. Just out of the reach of one player. They come back the other side. And the Chuzas sends it around. Leung tries to hold him off. A high bouncer off the boards. They bring it back into the front. And now they come the other way. Lansfield headmans it for Leung. Leung breaks in, sends it across. That gets broken up by Vaughan, and they look to come the other way. Leung turns in his own zone, takes a look, bounces it up. It gets out of the zone once again. Cohen there to disrupt that one, and now Leung sends it back to Westover. Westover up to Lansfield. Lansfield now heads down, breaks the blue line, comes across, sends it into the corner. Oosterhuis is in there. Scoleri joins him. Now Scoleri comes back around the other side, and they look to break it up the middle of the ice. Westover tries to break that up. They get around one. That one's broken up and steered out of harm's way. Referee calls the first penalty to Duffield for holding. So with 2:33 remaining in this period, Duffield will go on the penalty kill. They line it up, try and bring it into the corner. Sells is able to skate into that. He fires it around, and down the ice it goes. Scoleri forcing the issue. Sends it back. Wants to get Vaughan making a quick decision here. They push them to the outside. Now they try and come back the other way. Holding that play up, Scolari with a couple of Vaughan players on him. Now they get over the zone. They send it back into the far side. Into the corner it goes. It comes around the other side. Now, Shen. And Sells grab it. Now Shen. Shen fires one off the glass, trying to get it out, but Vaughan cuts that off on the wall. Westover and the Tuesdays are in the corner. They send it back to the point, back into the half wall. They try and hold them there. A big pad save by Beta. Into the corner it goes. Westover's on his man. They turn it around the other side. Shen comes across, over to Sells. Sells now. Grabs the puck. Comes up the ice, gets around 2 or 3 players, and fires a hard one. That one goes off Marchese's body. Now they come up. Vaughan sends it back. 30 seconds remaining in the power play. They set it up behind the net. The forward swings in, sends it back across. A turnover there. Now it comes back up the middle of the ice. Down the far side. They look to stop up, send it across. It comes across. Beta with a big save, and the net is off its moorings. And with 7 seconds remaining, we'll have a face-off to the right of Beta. Vaughan wins the draw. They go D to D. A low shot there, tipped, and it comes into the crease, and Beta covers that one up.
Let's go, boys!
It's a pretty full house here tonight. Cohen comes on. Harris Peru's out of the box. The penalty is over. Now they look to set it up. They chip a high one. Down the ice it goes. And Vaughan is able to skate into it, and there's no icing. Now they look to try and come the other way. A puck at the side of the net, and the Vaughan goalkeeper covers it up. We got 15.5 seconds left. Cohen on the draw. They try and push it back. Marchese goes into the corner, swings it around to Neil Rodriguez there. He's trying to get it out. No worse for wear. It comes to the other side. Sells grabs it. Sells chips it around the D, but they collapse on him. Throws it off. The buzzer sounds, and we're going to skate into the second with these teams tied at 1. Evenly matched so far. Both these teams got the nervous energy out of the way, and they've settled into a great game. How you doing, buddy? So we got the 2-time regular season and playoff champions in the 2011 and 2012 AA age group in Vaughan, facing off against the U13AA regular season champion Duffield Devils. You can't get 2 more evenly matched teams with championship pedigree. Getting our first look tonight at Mallow for the Vaughan goalkeeper as he comes down to this end. Vaughan takes the puck, goes D-to-D. Firestone sends it up to the red line. Now it comes back. St. John picks that one up, sends it up to the far side. Now Cohen, he turns in his own zone, heads behind his net, takes a look, stops up and reverses it the other way. Just misses the pass there on to the winger. Now Vaughan looks to set it back up. They go back to the D. That shot hits something. Then they turn, fire, and in the back of the net, just over the glove of Beta, turnover in the slot, found the stick of a Vaughan player, and he was able to just spin and fire it. 14:24 remaining. Mallow comes into the picture and gives a little hello to everybody. Fire a high one. That goes up and over the net. Beta steers it back behind the net. Now they look to get things settled down. Sells grabs it. He comes up the middle of the ice. Takes a look. Reverses it for Shen. Shen now. Gets past a couple. Drives in. Just gets it pushed off his stick. And goes back over to Serrani to Sells. Sells now. Turns. Tries to get around a couple of the boys. Comes up the middle of the ice now. Drives in, takes a look, fires a low shot. Mallow covers that one up, and he'll gladly take a whistle with 13:45 remaining in the period. Both teams making changes here. Face-off's going to be to the right of the goalkeeper. They push it back in behind the net. This bounces around. McDonald tries to push it back. Harris Peru able to keep it in briefly. And then it comes back out to Westover. Westover turns back, sends it over to Harris Peru. He pushes it up the middle. Just out of the reach, but Scoleri with his speed comes in, centers it, and in the back of the net! Off the defenseman's skate, and it finds the far side of the net to tie it at 2. A fortuitous bounce for the Duffield Devils evens this game. Scoleri used his speed on the outside, and he was able to drive wide. He threw it out in front as Cohen was racing in. It bounced over a couple of sticks. It hit the skate of the defender and just tucked itself inside the post. Now they try and come back. Everybody's looking to rebound. Firestone fires one. That hits a glove on the bench. Now that they got the spot for the face-off, they'll do it outside the zone. Right to Firestone. Tenio Rodrigo races over. Now Sells comes into the play, and Vaughan sends it back. Tenio Rodrigo turns, tries to get it up. Now Leung. Lots of passes, just not connecting crisp tonight. St. John picks that one off. Now he gains the zone. St. John fires one. That goes off Firestone. Then they send it across. Sells now. He fires a shot. That one would have been good from 40 yards as it was sailed well above the glass if he was a kicker. Now they look to set things up. Lansfield and Oosterhuis switch spots. It comes back. Serrani fires it back in. Now it comes back into the middle. A turnover. Cohen, he tries to drive around one. Fires a shot. The defender blocks that. Goes into the corner. Now Oosterhuis races over. The Vaughan defender just briefly holds it in. Now Oosterhuis, he fires a low shot. Looking for an angle there. Mallow with a second save on the blocker. Now Cohen's in the corner. Leaves it for Oosterhuis. They try and get it back to Cohen. But the Vaughan defender breaks that one up. Now they chip it forward. Lansfield gets on his horse to beat the defender back. Now it comes back. Shen picks it up. He gains the zone, sends it up to Cohen. Cohen in over the line, fires a shot, testing Mallow from all angles, and he makes a glove save. And with 11:49 remaining, we'll have a face-off to the right of Mallow. Sells tries to push it forward. McDonald grabs it. He fires it in the far corner. Mellow's over there with Scoleri. And then Bonaitis sends it back. They try and chip it around the D. That one's going to go for icing. And we'll do it all over again, this time from the left of Mallow. McDonald to Sells. Just bounces off, and they go the other way. Pachudas, but there's a turnover there. Harris Peru gets it back out to center ice, and they send it back to Harris Peru. That gives them a chance to set things up. Westover pushes that up. They say no icing, and fire at the length of the ice. Wright goes back for it. He looks to try and set things up. They turn it over once again. Scoleri pushes it in. Now Sells is there. He tries to disrupt it. And now Vaughan comes the other way. Unable to get that shot off. Now it comes around. Sells on the turnover. Gets around 1, 2, 3. And in the back of the net! Diary Sells makes it 3-2 on the turnover. He was able to split the forward and the D coming across the blue line, and he goes low blocker with 10:44 remaining here in the second period. Duffield 3, Vaughan 2. We might have to say they left the defense at home. They send it the length of the ice. Leung goes back for it. And behind his net, Johnny Leung. Couple of strides, he's able to separate himself. Now they look to try and collapse. Leung into the middle. A great tip there from Cohen. Just wide of the net. Now they look to try and send it back up the middle of the ice. Luca back covering up on D. Sends it back around. Leung on the far side. He engages his man, sends it up the boards. That hits the face mask of the Vaughan defender, and it goes in behind the net. Now Vaughan looks to try and set it up. They've got a pretty big game plan. They throw everything at the net once they get over that blue line. Doesn't matter what angle it's from. That's something that Duffield's gonna have to catch on to, as you can see it developing. Now it comes around. Tenio Rodrigo sends it up to Cohen. Cohen now looks to break around everybody. He sends a high shot. Mallow covers it off. And now Vaughan turns to go the other way. They send it up. Patolo tries to chip it around Shen. He goes in behind, but Serrani's right there. Serrani just pushes it around the boards. Cohen sends it up Lansfield. Now Vaughan from the corner tries to fire it through it, bounces off something, goes to the far side. Tenio Rodrigo grabs it, sends it back to Shen. Tenio Rodrigo's in the corner, comes out to the point. They send it back into the corner. A centering pass there, a bouncing puck, and a huge save by the goalkeeper at the far end as he stretched out that pad and made sure it did not cross the goal line. .9:55 remaining here in the second period. Looks like we have everything's under control. We're just checking to make sure the goalkeeper was all right. Now they look to set it back up. Westover pushes it back up. Unable to get it out of the zone. Now Sells. He turns, sends it across. They push it back out. Now Westover stops that one as it was on its way to the net. They go off the glass, and they get it out. Lansfield got tripped up there. Referee says no worse for wear. Now Westover looks to come up and use his speed. He's got some space. In the zone he comes. He fires one just over the net. Picks up the rebound. Sends it back around. Now they're in the corner. Comes back out. Oosterhuis. When he went backhand, forehand, and tried to raise it up, but Mallow was there to cover it up with the glove. They're letting them play tonight. Cohen on the draw. Lippa gets tossed for bad behavior. They bring it back in. Now it comes around. A bouncing shot. A flutter shot. Johnny Leung has that one in his bag of tricks. We've seen it before. Now it comes back into the corner. Cohen races across. Sends it into the corner. Now they come around. And we've got Gelman going off for interference. 7:43 remaining here in the period. Tenio Rodrigo in the draw. They look to send it back. They go over to Leung, back to Sells. Sells sends it into the middle. They quickly turn that. Firestone fires it the length of the ice. Westover goes back for it. He sets up behind the net. Sells and Donald go back for it. Now they leave it. Leung goes far side. Sells gains the zone. Cuts into the middle. Fires a shot just wide of the net. Now Leung, he's in the corner. They try and send it back out, but Tenio Rodrigo picks it up. Sends it back. A hard shot. Mallow gloves that one down. And we'll have another face-off. To the right of Mallow. Cohen on the draw. They send it back. Leung to Sells. Sells turns, fires off the crossbar and in! That hit the top corner and came across, landing just inside the post. Make it 4-2 Duffield power play goal. Gregory Sells. Face-off win by Cohen. It went back to Leung. He briefly walked the line and then he sent it across to Sells. He fired a seeing eye shot to the top corner of the net. Now Oosterhuis, he fires it in deep. They send it across. Gazzullo races over. Scoleri raced off and Lansfield comes on. Leung seals off the boards, pushes it in. Lansfield sends it deep into the corner. Firestone sends that out. Now they get it up, but St. John's there. And now Oosterhuis turns, sends it in. Cohen fires a shot. That goes off the glove and lands in the middle of the ice. Now we got to break the other way. Vaughan comes in. And Beto with a huge save at the far end. Now Vaughan looks to set shop up in the far corner. They send it to the half wall, turn and fire a shot. There's another big pad save, kicked into the corner. The Vaughan forward forces it back out in front. It comes out to the far side. Now they're playing low behind the line. Comes back to the point. They try and tip that one in front. Now St. John's tied up with his man behind the net. Joined there by a couple of players. They try and break it out. And it briefly lands softly, and Johnny Leung flips it out to center ice. Firestone tries to turn. Leung's lost his stick, and Beta makes that glove save, but it pops back out. Now they look to try and get it out, and they're able to this time. Luca gets around 3. Now he's surrounded, but he's got the puck on his string in the corner. Matthew Luca takes a look. He pushes his way past Firestone. Lansfield joins the fray. Luca kicks it to his stick. Now he comes around the other side. Comes back out. Shen goes back for it. He's got one on him. Chips it off the boards, and he hits Tenio Rodrigo at center ice. Tenio Rodrigo leaves it for Sells. Sells walks in. 5-hole! 5-2! Sells with his third of the game. Tenio Rodrigo, a great play. Shen headman the puck to Tenio Rodrigo. He was able to walk in across the blue line, came into the corner right in front of your television screen, dropped it back to Sells, and he turned and fired from the face-off dot and makes it 5-2. Shen sends it around. Luca now. Luca sends it up to Sells. Turnover there. Vaughan looks to try and set things up. Beta's happy to cover that one up. A little extracurricular activities as they're poking and prodding for the puck down there. Referee says, it's nothing. Everybody relax and make your line changes. 4:29 remaining. Face-off's going to be to the right of Beta. Cohen on the draw. He wins it back. Now they look to split Scoleri. Scoleri with some space. Comes in. Bouncing around there. Little extracurricular activities once again. Referee says, I'm going to take both of you. Quite the call tonight. Cohen in behind the net, sends it out in front, and in the back of the net, Oosterhuis with the howitzer from the slot, the one-timer. Cohen came around from behind the net, took a look in front, and Oosterhuis was sitting there with his stick in the air, and all he had to do was slam it home. 6-2 Duffield. Vaughan calls a timeout here with 4:09 remaining in the second period. They'll be looking to settle things down, try and claw their way back into this game. Duffield's going to want to continue to put their foot on the gas. You can't give this talented Vaughan team the opportunity to climb within 3 or 2 because you know they can turn it around quickly. Now, Cohen, Oosterhuis, and Scoleri up front. They turn. Cohen gains the zone, fires a shot. Mallow makes the glove save. So they'll have the face-off to his right. Now they look to set things up. A scrambled draw. Westover is able to hold it in the zone. Now it comes back. Bermudez sends it up. Mello now. He gains the blue line, tries to fire it towards the net. But Westover picks that off and then throws it back up the boards. Firestone keeps it in. Beta makes a huge glove save as they're throwing it back on net. And he looks to continue to keep things settled down for this Duffield team. Now we got Lansfield, Teneo, Rodrigo, and Sells with St. John and Leung coming out. Vaughan pushes the puck back, but they're able to keep it up. Sells chips that high and off the glass. Teneo Rodrigo's going to force Marchese back. He's going to try and shake and bake him. Sends it back up here to the wall. Mello throws it back out, tried to hit the forward, but Sells is quick enough to create a turnover there. Now it comes back around. Sells just unable to get good wood on it there. Lansfield did his best to try and set it up. Now Vaughan comes the other way. They try and break around St. John. He holds them to the outside. The shot misses the net and rolls back to the far blue line. Firestone comes back with it. He sends it around to his D partner. They turn it over, send it across, and then Teneo Rodrigo with a spinning shot. Put it off the side of the net and a bit of the goal pad there. Now they look and turn in the corner. Leung holds his man to the outside. They center it, and Beta makes a huge save as he covers off the bottom of the crease. Referee blows the whistle and says face-off is going to be to the left. .235 remaining here in the period. Cohen on the draw. Vaughan replaces the centerman. Now Shen sends it up the wall. Now it comes in. Scoleri skates into the pitcher with it. He takes a look, throws it behind his back and around the other side. Now they try and chip it around the boards. Luca and Serrani hold them off. Now Shen, he stumbles, but Cohen's back there to help out. Cohen and his man briefly go down in the corner, and they're able to get it back out. Shen skates into it. Shen now comes back, leaves it for Scoleri. He fires a low shot. Toe save by Mallow. Now Serrani sends it to Cohen. He sends it into Scoleri. Just misses his stick, but Scoleri races over to the other side. They try and get it around everybody, but push it around. Luca sends it over to Serrani. Serrani leaves it for Cohen. Cohen now gains the blue line, driving wide, head up, sends it back into the corner. Now they push it around the other side, and Oosterhuis pushes it back down. Vaughan tries to get around one, and Beta makes a big save at the other end. 1:09 remaining here in this second period. Now we'll have the face-off to the left of Beta. Bit of a scramble draw. Vaughan sends it back. Marchese leans into one. It looked like it might have been on its end. Now they send it back out in front. Comes to the far side. They push it back in. Sells. He goes to grab it. But the referee realizes the net is off its moorings. So that'll give him a chance to change Lansfield and Tenio Rodrigo up. 53.8 seconds remaining. They fire one high and off the glass. And that's going to stop and not go for icing. That's exactly what they wanted. Now it comes around. Lansfield races over. They send it back. Firestone. He reverses course. Marchese behind the net. Takes a look. Marchese pushes it off the boards. Hits the winger on the far side. Now they send it up. And Marchese skates into the picture. He tries to drive wide on Westover. Westover holds him off. Now they're just trying to keep them to the outside. Lansfield, Westover, Sells are all in there. Sells sends it back around. Comes over. Oosterhuis causes a little havoc. The buzzer sounds, and Duffield's gonna skate into the third with a 6-2 lead. A tremendous outburst of goal scoring there in the second period pushes them to a healthy 4-goal lead with 15 minutes of stop time action remaining here. Duffield getting ready here for some third period action. They're going to start with St. John and Leung on the point. Cohen, Scolari, and McDonald up front. Everybody's ready to go now. Cohen pushes it forward. Now they try and set things up. Vaughan creates a bit of a turnover there. St. John pushes it out. Now they fire a low one, but Leung and St. John collapse on that. Now the Vaughan defender sends it deep into the corner. Pachuta sends it back to Mello. Now McDonald, he tries to race over. Sends it back around. Cohen chips it off the boards. Scolari just gets it out to the point. Now they turn once again. In front of the net is the one Vaughan player, and a big pad save there by Beta. Now Leung. Leung takes off. He sends it far side. Just misses McDonald and Cohen there. That goes for icing. So with 14:09 remaining here in the third period, we'll have a face-off to the right of Beta. Luca, Tenio Rodrigo, and Sells come out. Serrani and Shen on the point. They win it back to Shen. He fires one off the boards, and Luca's going to try and skate into that. He comes in, fires it up and over the goalkeeper. Make it 7-2. 13:59 remaining. A great heads-up play there by Shen as he was able to cross-ice it and have it settle just in between the blue line and the far end to negate the icing, and Lucas skates into it and deposits it with a backhander over the pad of the goalkeeper. Now they look to settle it down. Beta puts his stick down, covers that one off. Tenio Rodrigo pushes it up to Sells. Sells now, gains the zone, fires one, and they cover that off, and now Vaughan comes the other way. Driving wide on the left wing side, they just chip it in deep, and all 5 Vaughan players make a change. Sells settles it down on his stick behind the net. They turn it over, and then he blocks the shot to make up for the turnover. What a tremendous play. Tenio Rodrigo throwing his body on the line. He's got a bee sting. Hopefully he's okay as he skates to the bench, and Lansfield comes charging out. You can tell they want to win it tonight, folks. If they make a turnover, they're happy to try and block a shot. A great play there by Tenio Rodrigo and Sells for getting in front of those shots. Cohen pushes it back. Westover gets a bounce as that goes off a stanchion. And now Oosterhuis, he gets caught from behind as he was trying to catch up to the puck. But they created an offside. Now we got quick face off there. Now it comes back. Leung, he sends it back to St. John. St. John pushes it up to Scoleri. That chips around one. Now McDonald tries to get it across to Sells, and they break that one up, and Vaughan comes the other way. Now we got one-on-one here. Leung holds his man off briefly. Beta makes a huge save once again. Now, Vachuza sends it back out, and now McDonald. McDonald tries to chip it up. Scolari's going to skate into that. Now Scoleri, he turns, and he wraps it around to make it 8-2 for Duffield. $11:19 remaining in the third period. Cohen on the draw. Now they look to set it up. Serrani sends it, and now Cohen. Cohen, he takes a look. Into the corner he goes. Centering pass, it's picked off by the Vaughan forward, and now they're off the other way. Oosterhuis and Shen collapse on him, but it looks like they're going to call Oosterhuis for the slash. So they send Lansfield, McDonald, Harris Peru, and Westover out to start this penalty kill. They try and push it back. It comes back into the corner. Harris Peru races over. Backhand gets out to the blue line, then he engages the defenseman. And him and Lansfield are happily killing some time on the boards. Then it comes back out. McDonald grabs it, sends it out to center ice. Now the Vaughan player tries to push it forward. Back to the D. Into the corner they go. They try and push it around. Westover loses his stick. Now Caputo sends it back to the point. Lansfield tries to chip that. A bouncing puck. Everybody's in front of it, and Caputo puts a backhander in the net. Now they're going to have a little chat here and say that who knows what's going on, but there was a lot of action in front of the goalkeeper. The referees are going to talk it over, but they're also happy to just let the clock run here. We're not really sure what's going to go. Referees are over at the benches explaining the situation. He says good goal. Probably just wanting to get out of here. So with 8 minutes remaining, it's now 7-3. Sells, picks it up, flips it over to Leung. Leung breaks around Lippa, comes up the ice, tries to push it through a couple. He goes backhand, tries to get it over to McDonald. Now McDonald in the corner sends it back to Sells. Sells pushes it in, and Mallow makes glove save. My mistake, 8-3. We got the 5-goal spread where they don't put all the goals on the board. Tenio Rodrigo's in the corner. Now they look to send it back. Luca sends it back to Shen. He just pushes it into the corner. Firestone goes back. He sends it around to his D partner. They play catch, looking to try and break out the left wing side, but Luca, on them there, is able to create another turnover. Now, from the corner, he shakes and bakes, cuts back out into the middle, fires a shot, a big save there by the goalkeeper. Some extra action in front of the net with Cohen and the defenseman. And now Cohen, he grabs it and he just fires it in deep. Now they chase them back. Bounces over the other side. Mello grabs it, sends it back to Firestone, and he just gets it out of the zone. A little bit of a bouncing puck, a high stick, and who knows what else was in there. Maybe a kitchen sink or two. Referee says face off, now just outside the Duffield zone. 6 minutes remaining here in this game. We got the clock running with the 5-goal spread. Lansfield, he's on the draw, he just covers it up. Sells, grabs it, and then he just turns in and brings it into the middle. They send it back in front. Oosterhuis tried the centering pass to Sells. Now he brings it back out. Harris Peru fires a shot. That one bounces around, and the goalkeeper wisely covers it up with 5 minutes remaining here in the third period. So with 4 minutes remaining, Duffield gonna get called here for taking their time on the face-offs. Just killing some time. You can kind of see both teams looking to play that game. Vaughan's gonna pull their goalkeeper. Now they come back in, they win the face-off. They try and chip it around. Forrester sends it out in front. St. John pushes it away. Now Sells grabs it. Sells, happy to just kill some time, flips it out to center ice, and they try and send it back in. A break here. Forrester tries to get around one. Cohen now grabs it, tries to get it out of the zone. This time he gets it down the ice, and we have no icing as McDonald's in for the delay of game tactics. They send it up to the center ice. Now they have the hard charging forward, come right down the middle. And then Cohen breaks that one up. He sends it out, it bounces past everybody, and down the ice it goes. 1 minute remaining here in the power play. Hey, they look like they're trying to catch them on a change. Now Shen's gonna go off. Him and Forrester are having a little chuckle and chat over it. He'll get acquainted with McDonald for the next 40 seconds. Now, Duffield calls a quick little timeout here. Probably looking to settle things down. Vaughan breaks first, sends the 6 players out. Duffield responds. Serrani and St. John and Luca are going to look to try and kill off some of this 5-on-3. They're going to do a countdown. I believe they'll do a countdown. They're not really going to just set the clock back up. Referee reads the riot act to both benches. Lets them know what's going on. Now we got things set up. Luca ties his man up. They send it back. They push it in deep. Serrani looks to engage. Trips his man up, but it comes out the other side. St. John races over. And now Luca. Now Latillo sends it back to Firestone. Firestone sends it over to the far point. They play catch. Beta with a big save and a huge pad save in front. Vitulo gets a misconduct. St. John gets 2 minutes. So it looks like this game is going to end with Duffield shorthanded for the foreseeable future. Having a party in the penalty box with about 4 guys over there. Ricci's seen enough of this. He knows that tomorrow night these two teams are going to face off against one another once again. He wants to try and keep things settled down and under control. Now Vaughan breaks out. Goes right wing up to center. They gain the blue line. They send it back. Teneo Rodrigo breaks that up briefly. Now they look to come back. Duzillo hits a shin pad. Now it comes back out. He turns at center ice. Sends it across to his defense partner. Now they come back the other way. Westover. He turns, fires one off the glass. That is a high sticking. And now they just settling things down. They push it to the far side, and around it goes. Not really sure what's going on here. Teneo Rodrigo fires at the length of the ice. He tried to curl that one. Two, one. Make the final 8-3 for Duffield. They start this 4-point series out with a win and 2 points. They'll face off once again, as I said, tomorrow night, these two teams in Game 2 of this West Division Final. And it'll be at 7 o'clock at the Vic Johnson Arena in Streetsville. We want to thank you for tuning in wherever you're watching from. Good morning, good evening, good night. Elvis has left the building.